If you want to understand manifestation, you first have to understand divine creation, because manifestation itself is a divine process. Through many spiritual texts, the formula for creation involves these four things: consciousness, vibration, intention, and light. In the Bible, it says God said, "Let there be light," and there was. And through this phrase, it gives us the formula for creation. So let's get into it. So God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. So God, before he wanted to manifest the universe, he had to speak it. In this word, a part of the formula is vibration. Through our voice, when we speak, we create vibrations. When you say certain chants and you say certain words, you are able to feel certain vibration in different points of your body, different parts of your subtle body. So this part of it represents vibration. God represents the all, the mind, and consciousness. Let there be light. This is intention. He's willing for light to come into existence. So let there be. Intention. The last part was light. Light represents light. And I'm going to get into what that means in a second. So in this word, you have consciousness, vibration, intention, and light. When you want to manifest something in your life, you first have to realize the godlike aspect of you, which is the consciousness, the mind, the all. We are connected to the all from our mind and our consciousness. Everything is made up of vibration. Everything is constantly moving. When you want to communicate with the world, you are communicating with your vibration. Not the same vibration of when we speak, but when you speak, the words that you say affect your vibration. And that is what the universe is listening to. Not the words that you're speaking, but the vibrations that you are emitting. Intention. In order for something to manifest or be created, it has to be willed. It has to be intended. And light. Everything is made up of light. Everything is, and you need light for everything to manifest. If you look at on this physical plane, in order for crops to grow, you need water and light. In order for us to receive certain minerals and be able to be healthy, we need light. We receive certain energy from the light. That's on the physical plane. That's the sun is a representation of light on the physical plane. On the higher planes, light is expressed in more divine ways. So when you look at this process, there are different energy points inside of our physical and spiritual anatomy that we can use to understand this as it applies to us. So the mind or the consciousness can be represented as the higher chakras of ourselves. So hold on, let me erase this real quick. You know what? I'm gonna also use the corresponding colors if I have it. So the mind can be seen as third eye. And this is also known as the mind's eye. This is where you are able to imagine things. And you know what they say, if you can see it, you can achieve it. So through our mind, through our third eye, this is where the process of creation begins. The next is, what is it? The vibration. This is the throat chakra. Through your throat chakra, this is where you are able to speak and express your desires to yourself, to the world, to everyone around you. If your throat chakra is unbalanced or not open, you will not be able to speak your mind. You will not be able to speak what is on your heart. Okay, I don't have yellow, but this is the next best thing. So, will or intention is solar plexus chakra. The mind, vibration, and will. So, as you can see, as you notice, this is descension. So your mind, vibration, and will, third eye, throat chakra, and solar plexus chakra. This is descension. It's starting in the higher planes and coming down. This is what manifestation is. It is the process of creation, of spiritual and divine creation, creating in the higher realms, in the higher dimensions, and descending into the physical dimension. Through these three concepts and chakras, this contributes to your overall frequency or lights. Your frequency, in order to communicate what you want to the universe through your frequency, you have to be frequent, you have to be consistent, and you have to be congruent. So if there is something in your mind, it also has to exist in your vibration. It also has to exist in your will. This means that whatever you want, you have to see it, you have to speak of it, and you have to will it. So whatever is in your will and your intention, it has to manifest through your actions. Whatever is in your actions has to manifest in your words. Whatever is in your words has to manifest what is in your minds. It has to be constant, has to be congruent, because this is what's going to power your light, is going to power your frequency. This is a display of morality and integrity. Morality is our own personal set of beliefs that we know to be right and wrong. Integrity is acting upon that, is being congruent with that. Having our actions display our morality, doing what's right, doing what we know to be right. And in the process of manifestation, is about you, is about you being congruent, you doing what you know you're supposed to be doing in order to achieve a certain result. That is what makes you powerful. The consistency of that, the integrity of that. So, let me see. So, you have to ask yourself, what is on your mind? What are you putting into your mind? What are you watching? What you are watching, what you are listening to, what you are feeding your mind. Is this congruent with what you want to see? Is this congruent with your desires? Are you paying attention to the things that you want to have as an outcome? Where attention goes, energy flows. So what you are putting your attention onto, is this what you want? Is this a reflection of the things, of the frequency that you are trying to manifest? Is this going to put you further into that frequency, or is this going to push you back? vibration. Speaking. The things that you talk about, the way that you talk about the world, your beliefs is going to manifest in how you speak about yourself, about how you speak about the world, what you believe to be true, what you believe to be easy or hard. If you don't believe that you can do something, you will self-sabotage. You will put yourself at a constant cycle of failing because you don't truly believe it. This can be because what are the things you're putting into your mind, what you are watching, what you are listening to? Is this congruent with what you want to believe? If you're constantly watching things about how, oh, women act this way or men act this way, and if you want to attract a specific person into your life, but you're constantly watching things that go against that, then how can you believe that to be true? Then how can you speak about that? You can only speak what's on your mind. You can only speak what you believe or what you are aware of. So what you believe to be true, how you're speaking about that. Because the more you say something, the more you're making it true, the more you are telling your mind that this is what is true. And nothing's really true until you make it true, until you confirm that, until you affirm that, what you believe to be true. So we could say will is action. What are the actions that you are taking to get you closer to your goals? If you know that you want to start a business, if you know that you want to sell a product, or you have a certain dream job, what are the things that you're doing on a daily basis that is getting you closer to that? The more energy you have, the higher your frequency is, the less action that you need to take. But regardless, if things have not been working out for you, you want to make things happen. This is a display of the lack of energy or the lack of spiritual energy, frequency, vibration that you have. I've noticed that in times when I wasn't really being super spiritual, but I was taking a lot of action, things would manifest. And in certain times, and I wouldn't take too much action, but things would manifest if I was, having integrity with my spiritual beliefs when everything was aligned. But either way, if you want to live in abundance, you want to do both. And also, when it comes to this action, this can also mean spiritual action. What are the things that you're doing that is increasing your frequency? What are the things that you're doing that is increasing your spirituality? Through all of these, what are you watching, what you're speaking? This is the actions, but also, what is your spiritual practice? What is your spiritual will? What are the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing that is going to affect your spiritual self, that's going to make your aura bigger, that's going to raise your frequency? Are you taking those actions? Are you meditating? Are you writing certain things down? Whatever you believe to be true, are you taking those actions on a day-to-day basis? Through the congruency of this creates a certain level of integrity. Integrity is important and on this physical plane. If someone was to ask you for money and you knew they had integrity, you knew that, okay, what they said they were going to pay you back, they paid you back, they did what they said they were going to do. So now if they ask you for money again, you will give it to them. As above, so below. The same way how on a physical plane, you would appreciate someone who has integrity, the universe appreciate people who have integrity. When you think something, when you say it, and then you do it, it makes you powerful. It binds your word to your actions, to who you say you are. Even on a personal level, this affects your personal value or your personal worth. You know that, okay, I'm a person of integrity. Whenever I say I'm going to do something and I have the desire on my mind, I speak it and it becomes true through my actions, through my will, because I've done this on a consistent basis. So now you're a consistent person. You build confidence in the ability to do what you say you're going to do. So now every thought that you have becomes way more powerful than a person who doesn't have integrity. When you think something, when you think, oh, I might start this business, the power behind that thought is way more powerful because it is based off of past examples of you constantly doing what you say you feel or what is on your heart. Oh, this is on my heart, this is on my mind. Okay, I'm going to do that. Why? Because I've always said I was going to do that. So now that thought is charged with more energy, is charged with more spiritual. So now this manifests as you being able to manifest faster because the universe is already listening to you. It is already waiting for you to think and feel and give you what you want because it knows that you're going to take the action. So that's how you become more powerful. Really, that's how you manifest with taking less action. You take the action. It sounds like a paradox, but that is what makes you powerful. If you constantly display that you're going to do certain things and you take the action first through over periods of time, now you're manifesting. Now you have to take less action because you have a credit built up with the universe. It's the same way how if you pay your credit cards on time and you always make the minimum payment and you never have late payments or you never go over, a certain credit limit, the banks will give you more money because you're building up credit with them. You're building up integrity. That's how you get more money on a physical level. That's how you get more credit on a physical level. As soon as you go to apply for that card, it goes through. They check it. They like, oh yeah, this person right here, they have an 800 credit score. See, you have to build up a credit. You got to understand that as above, so below. The same way how we have physical credit scores, you have a universal credit score. What is your credit score? Well, you would be able to answer that when you try to manifest something. Does the universe give you credit for it? Is the universe already setting up certain things for you to make it easier for you based off of what you've done in the past? That's what you have to understand. And this can be manifested as your relationship with God. When people say, are you close to God? Is God listening to you? Is God watching you? You get closer to God by, one, being more God-like, but also by having more integrity, because God, the frequency of God is more of an integrity frequency. It's not going to be in a shameful, in a lower level emotional frequency. It's going to be in a higher level frequency. So that is how you manifest easier, doing what you say you're going to do and having integrity. So if you like what I said, if this resonates with you, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think.